Black Sports this morning on Channels Television. The Confederation Scope now gets our attention. Nika, the mystic polar bear, said, I keep talking about that. Russia was going to defeat Portugal, but it didn't happen. We'll talk about the Confederation Scope now. Chijoke Eziali joins us in the studio. Chijoke, good to have you on the program.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. It's been a while, Austin.
Good to have you around.
It's good to have you. And it's the first time Cecilia is sitting close to me on set. So it's already a good vibe.
Cecilia is always in the middle. I said that we use Cecilia for balance. Sometimes when you have those girls that are spitting fire and all of that, okay, Cecilia will just moderate properly.
for me anyway, it's a good vibe Thursday already. Yeah. So it's good to be here.
Good to be. And what's your take? Russia and Portugal.
One sore note for the Russian goalkeeper. It was his 100th cap. So he wanted to really win that one, but just 8 minutes into the game, Ronaldo, he's heading for his 5th World Player of the Year. He just had to just score that in the Ronaldo style and majestic header. You could just see the way he positioned himself. The back was leaned into goal, covered the ball with every inch of his body, and powered it past the goalkeeper. That is an example and a lesson for everybody that wants to learn how to head the ball. It's just amazing the way this guy has trained his body and to play football.
You know, I was reading that, Cecilia, I was reading the autobiography of Alex Ferguson. He said Cristiano Ronaldo is dangerous with his foot, but don't dare him.
Yeah, he's a human machine. A football human machine, and he's just amazing. He's just amazing. I can just praise him enough. He's amazing. The way he took that goal, I kept watching it over and over and over. It looked simple, but if you see the angle, the technique and everything he did was just majestic. It's just simply Ronaldo.
I know. Yeah, just him, the usual Ronaldo.
Every time we have reasons to question this guy, he steps up and then silence his critics.
You know what? The amazing thing for me is that he's 32.
Wow. And the energy is same.
And the energy is just same. It's just amazing for a human being. He just defies everything we think about footballers over at the age of 30. Him, Zlatan. Amazing guys.
Yeah, talking about Zlatan, it's going too early now. Okay. We'll look at fixtures over the night, confirmation of the result and also fixtures for today. For Portugal, it was a 1-0 victory. We know that one already. But for Mexico, well, it was really a good one for them because somehow they just had to dig deep to ensure they beat New Zealand by 2-1. There you have confirmation of Group A results. And for the game today, the one that basically concerns almost everyone, Cameroon will be in action against Australia. They have Germany and Chile will also be playing. For Cameroon against Australia, we talked about the team that is going to be on the verge of leaving. And New Zealand already, they've lost their first 2 games. It simply means
goodbye.
Okay. No, Cameroon, will they lose? Will they win?
But before I talk about the Cameroon,
no goodbye yet.
I would like to
go back
say
to
something
Mexico?
about the Mexico-New Zealand game because of the Nigerian angle. I watched the New Zealand game yesterday. They knew they were not rated. They knew they were not favorites. They knew they were against the odds, but they came out. They gave everything, and you can't question their zeal or their determination to go all out for that particular game. And I can't just help but think about the Super Eagles when I was watching that particular game. I was looking at hunger, not even talent, not even formations. I was looking at the hunger, the fights. They just gave everything. They missed chances. They could have gone 3 up in the first half. They even hit the bar in the second half. So it just shows some amazing fights. Sometimes it's not all about talent. Sometimes hard work pays, and that's what our team needs to learn every day.
I totally agree. And Cecilia, sometimes when teams like New Zealand come to competition, it goes beyond the football on the pitch. It's easy to see how well they're doing with the administration of their football, talent discovery. Iceland did that to us at the Euros.
Small country, good example.
That's right, and then, they used it to evaluate the progress of their football. And what did we do? They didn't win, but we gave them standing ovation because they gave a good account.
Exactly, and it was for countries like this that are not known for football, their football prowess. It's amazing to see them fight for everything. They lost yesterday. They were battered in the second half, but you just appreciate their effort.
Why is it that word? I mean, you're losing 2-1 battered.
In terms of play, the pressure, you just know the quality from the Mexicans are just overwhelming in the second half. Chris Woods would blame himself. I think he needs to apologize to his teammates for not converting most of the chances in the first half. But these Mexicans, that's the man of the match there.
Yeah.
It was just all over the place. And simple tapping. Beautiful goal, a beautiful one.
So 2 persons broke down the entire.
Yeah, and it was a landmark. Yeah, that's the bar they hit. It was a landmark game for my Marquez also. He came on 38-year-old, played for the Mexicans, and it was a special night for him also. The second oldest guy to play in the Confederation Cup. So it's wonderful. And I think I can't still help looking back at our own team.
I know.
Experience matters again. And so hunger, experience, you just...
And Cecilia, while he was looking at the play, at the end of that match, I was about to say, a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, they're preparing for the World Cup.
A lot of lessons.
Yeah, they're preparing for the World Cup.
That's what international competitions do to you. Aside fans having bragging rights, oh, my team defeated me. Administrators need to take notes.
Take notes also.
What can we learn from this? You know, you just talked about the fighting spirit of New Zealand. New Zealand was football.
Kiwis.
But as they came out, if we want to talk New Zealand, I would know them on rugby. Cricket, you know, but they're still playing football and they're making it to the Confederation Cup. That's progress.
Amazing. But the one thing I can assure Nigerians is Raw is a hardworking guy and he's watching these games and he's taking his notes. No, definitely. That's what he's doing right now.
It's easy. Sure beat Cameroon, home and away, and the confidence will be back.
Not easy, but we can do it.
Okay, they can do it. Now let's talk about some fans that their ID have been cancelled. You know, before the Confederation Cup started, we talked about the fact that fans will have a special ID for them to be able to get into the stadium. But some that were even given, the ones they have been cancelled, so they can't even watch games simply because Russia don't want any trouble at all, because they saw what happened in France where the Russian hooligans and the ones from England, they were clashing, but they don't want anything like that. And one of the top guys that his was cancelled is actually the guy in charge of the fans in Russia. He was the one who led those delegations that went to France and they misbehaved. They were deported back, and they were not really happy with that. Let's listen to some other fans, I mean, who came from across the world to watch their team play, but they feel okay. It's actually better. Yeah, it's better in the sense that they love it because they know that with the police presence and everything, then it will be a better tournament for all of them.
He's a professional. I'm sure that he has tax accountants and they will take care of that. That's it. Tax and lawyers is with them. Ronaldo is on the field and he will score 1 or 2 goals today.
Forget the tax. We are here to play football, not the tax is not important.
For me it's Portugal and Germany maybe. They have a good team. But I hope Portugal will win.
Chile?
Chile, yeah, is good as well. They have Alexis.
Here it's no problem, but last year it was a big problem. It's a European Championship, but I'm think that's no problem here because it's another situation with the police and so on, and so I do not estimate problems with the Russian hooligans here.
I do not hope any fights. I think it will be safe here. In France they could do whatever they wanted. I think that's not possible here because of the police, and they're always there only looking, but I think when hooligans start fighting, they will be there and nothing will happen.
Well, police is everywhere, and but beyond that, I believe that the Russian people have learned to live in a very polite manner, and that is something that we will share with our people when we go back home.
Well, even some of them want to do something in the sense that once they get back home, they can actually tell their football authorities to imbibe that, which is a good one. And before the side talk, we heard from some fans talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and the tax issue, that he's a professional, he's focused on the game. One even predicted was going to score, and because he scored against Russia.
Yes, so tax clearance people, wait, enjoy my skills in Russia. I'm coming to you, you know, but Chijioke, in all of these, it's all about crossing the T's and dotting the I's. And if you listen to all what we've said with this fans issue now, it's all about keeping logistics top notch, and in a way it will even help security.
Exactly, and it's a critical time in the world right now, and I like the fact that Putin is putting his stamp on security. He's just, if you look at the security arrangements, you just see Putin's stamp all over it. He just wants everything to go as smooth as possible. You know, there are doubts whether Russia could host a very good World Cup, and they don't want to make any mistakes. And already the athletes, like we mentioned off air, the athletes have been suffering. They don't want their football to suffer also. So it's a very good one from the Russians, and I think security has been very good up to this point, and I don't expect to see any substandard security as the tournament progresses.
You don't have a choice. Police everywhere, from Sochi to Kazan, everywhere. You just have police presence, so fans will know that we don't have to form any trouble. And
up till now, for the World Cup is in 2018. Nobody has complained about infrastructure, so they made sure that that's
working.
Come on, the infrastructure is not the problem. They're talking about how to control the fans.
Russia is working. The biggest problem, like the biggest challenge in the world right now, is security. That's it. And that's what they are really focusing their attention on, and I think they're getting it right.
I think it's the third world country that always thinking of infrastructure. Developing countries, right? When LA said they want to host the Olympics, and of course they said everything is in place. Just come, tell us to host, and we are ready to host.
That's the model.
See, it's here already.
So give us the right.
But we know they need to be careful. We've seen what is happening in Britain. They've developed country, one of the top countries in the world. So it's very important for security.
You know, we keep saying this with sports, that they can heal a nation.
Exactly.
You know, we saw that with France, and the Euros came and
great healing.
Everybody.
Great healing.
That's what football does. It's a tool for national unity.
Even in Russia, even in Russia now, you could see the bonding from the fans. You could see the joy. You could see happiness all around. I could just imagine how the New Zealand fans will feel when they go home. They will be chanting the names of their players and be so excited. They might even hug fellows from Mexico and tell them, well done, you guys have a great team. So it's all love. It's all love at this point in time.